Two of our favorite cuisines, Indian and Latin, are being fused at a competitive cook-off at Vermilion restaurant sponsored by the James Beard Foundation. The cause, to promote women culinary leaders. Take a look at some of the sumptuous dishes that left our mouths watering.
You know, I've worked for many years outside of restaurants, worked at the World Bank and McKinsey, and found that the glass ceiling, so to speak, is fundamentally higher than the gastro ceiling, what I call. What I've seen of leadership by women in my industry. Women tend to dominate in the pastry chef, in the dessert stations, but not leading restaurants as entrepreneurs or as executive chefs. So put my head together with Susan Ungaro, decided to come up with a scholarship. That was step one. A scholarship is great, but then how do you create leaders with that? So today here was a competition where we invited 8 extremely talented women to come and put their hats in the ring, cook for us, and contend to compete for 2 leadership internships in both our locations.
I thought everything was delicious. I love the fact that she gave us 3 beautiful tastings.
Proportion of the sides, goodies came out perfectly proportionate.
It's a package. We want someone who's willing to learn across the board, front, back, invest in themselves, and be committed to this in the long run.
I just can't understand how so many are unemployed coming back, because I think this industry should just put its arms around them.
What do you hope comes out of this cook-off and this entire initiative? What do you hope this promotes at the end of the day?
Women in culinary leadership. The whole idea behind selecting these 2 very fortunate women is that they're going to have the opportunity to work with Rohini Day and her team at the restaurants in New York and Chicago, behind the scenes, in the kitchen, and in the front of the house, learn about Rohini's leadership in the restaurant and restaurateur field. And they're also going to get to spend a week at the James Beard House, staging in the kitchen with the guest chefs who come and cook at the Beard House 5 to 6 times a week.
Drum roll. Incredibly difficult. Had to balance a lot of things, not just the dish, so please don't think it was based on the dish alone. Half of it was based on who you are and what you bring to the table. Until now, the complete story. So with that said, Elizabeth.
No way.
Have you?
No way.
The meat was perfectly cooked. But the thing that blew away my friend here, and the rest of us, was the creativity in your coconut garlic.
I think that the coconut roasted garlic cake was something I want the recipe, and we have it.
No, but I told you, I was like, because I thought you pulled an egg white like a souffle.
Equally gorgeous dish and winner is Rachel.
Rachel.
That's great. We're here with one of the winners of this cook-off at Vermilion with the James Beard Foundation. Rachel, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your dish and what was the preparation that was involved.
It was a Sri Lankan hopper, which is like appam. So it's fermented overnight with coconut milk and rice flour. And then I braised pork in a manchamantal sauce and did an Asian quick pickle with a little like classic South Indian spices, asafoetida, tzatziki raita sauce.
So what we've also been told is that the kitchen really is, more of a man's domain for whatever reason. It's more of like a locker room mentality. Can you give us any insight as to why women are not gravitating towards this field and towards this career, and what this opportunity means for you?
Well, when people started cooking professionally, it was before women did anything professionally. And the type of work, it's 14-hour days, on your feet, carrying stuff, like working in tight quarters. It's so hard, it's so close, it's so intense. And it took a while for men even to realize that women would do a good job, which is funny because whose cooking do you love? Your moms. Like, everyone loves their mom's cooking.
Now, Elizabeth, you actually have a military background, and so much of what I've heard described is the kitchen is like being in the military because it's so regimented. Talk about how you bring your background to your cooking.
Well, I think that's a very true statement. I think that the whole thing is that having timing and things in order and being able to follow a chain of command, so to speak. And that kind of stuff really does benefit me in a kitchen because it really is the same thing. And there's, it's not like you're a girl when you're in the kitchen the same way in the military. Everybody's just sort of doing a job, and it's about being able to have the outcome.
So tell us a little bit about your winning dish, and what is it you think about the dish that impressed the judges so?
So for my dish, I made my own garam masala and marinated lamb chops in it, and then I took masa flour and I made sort of like you would polenta, but I did it with coconut milk and masa flour, and everyone seemed to be rather surprised by that, and so that seemed to be a nice different thing that was on there.
The two winners of this competitive cook-off receive a 1-year grant and leadership program and an opportunity to cook with a celebrity chef. For AVS, I'm Jitan Hingorani.
AVS has been the South Asian destination for over 25 years. Reach the masses across multiple platforms. Just imagine the possibilities. Free primetime TV in all major U.S. markets, TV spots, billboards, and branding opportunities. Get online visibility by placing a banner on our popular website. Send dedicated email blasts to thousands in our database. Advertise in our weekly e-newsletter. Connect with consumers one-on-one with Facebook and Twitter posts. Reach people on the go through our interactive iPhone app. The face of advertising has changed. Stay ahead of your competition by taking advantage of our complete marketing solution. Call 609-598-5269.